Hello and good day everyone. My name is Farah Insyirah Binti Muhamad Sukri and I am from EH2203L. So today I am going to share with you guys about my topic, which is mineral sunscreen or chemical sunscreen to the beach. So which one will you choose to apply before going to the beach? If you guys ever use chemical sunscreen to the beach, you will consider it again after listening to my speech. Do you ever realize that it is not climate change alone that is causing impact on the coral reefs and marine environments? Microplastics, coastal developments, and tourism and as well as pollutants all add stress onto this environment, causing damage to the coral reefs. But this is not the only reason that causing the pollution. Sunscreen is also one of the reason that actually cause pollution in the ocean. Okay. So firstly, chemical sunscreen can actually harm the marine environment as it is washed off to the ocean. Statistics stated that there are currently between 6,000 and 14,000 tons of sunscreen being washed off and then entering our coral reefs each year, and this is a noticeable amount considering that you only need a concentration of 62 parts per trillion, which is equivalent of a drop of water in an Olympic swimming pool to cause toxicity in the ocean. Meaning that even in a small drop of sunscreen solution, it can cause the pollution itself to the marine environment. Okay, firstly, the reason why you should use mineral sunscreen is because the chemical sunscreen contain harmful ingredients such as oxybenzone compared to mineral sunscreen that only contain minerals. Okay. Imagine having fun snorkeling and wanted to see beautiful and colorful coral reefs and marine lives, but turned out to be dull and bleached looking coral reefs. This happens because of the usage of sunscreen that containing harmful ingredient such as oxybenzone. Okay. Oxybenzone is the one that causes the coral bleaching, which making the corals to expel the colorful algae living inside and making it bleach-looking exoskeleton that can cause coral death. The oxybenzone will penetrate and absorb into the skin and will cause harmful effect to the human body. Comparing the mineral sunscreen and the chemical sunscreen, it is safe to use. Mineral sunscreen it is safe to use mineral sunscreen as it is only containing active ingredients such as zinc oxide. Zinc oxide is a mineral that will not absorb into the skin as it will sit on top of the skin and scattering, reflecting and absorbing UVA and UVB rays, acting as a shield to the skin. So, as you guys can see, this is the difference between mineral and chemical sunscreen. As you can see, the chemical sunscreen will absorb into the skin, while the mineral sunscreen will act as a shield by reflecting the UVA and UVB rays Mineral sunscreen provide immediate protection against both UVA and UVB rays without losing their effectiveness as it does not absorb onto the skin unlike chemicals sunscreen does. Okay. Next, The reason why you should use mineral sunscreen instead of chemical sunscreen to the beach, because chemical sunscreen has harmful effect to the ocean, but mineral sunscreen is a lot safer for the ocean. Chemical sunscreen can affect the coral reefs as it can accumulate in the tissue and induce bleaching, damaging the DNA, deform young, and even kill the coral. This is why mineral sunscreen is the best to use, as it contains only minerals and active ingredients, and it's safe for the coral reefs. Besides, it can also affect the green algae in the ocean, which can actually which can impair their growth and photosynthesis. Imagine when the photosynthesis process is not occur in the ocean, all the marine life will eventually die due to the oxygen deficiency. This is because of the photosynthesis process will produce oxygen to the marine life. Okay, comparing to the chemical sunscreen to the mineral sunscreen, zinc oxide in the mineral sunscreen will not dissolve in the salt water, and it has large particle size, and it will settle down the sea floor and becoming the part of sediment. As becoming the part of the sediment, it will not harm the marine environment, as it will not absorb or it will not accumulate in the coral reef tissue. Okay. Next, this is the image of the effect of the oxybenzone to the coral reefs. As you can see, during the 1980s, the coral reefs is still colorful and beautiful compared to during 2016 with the bleached-looking coral. Oxybenzone in the chemical sunscreen is the one that induces coral bleaching, which making it bleached-looking exoskeleton. So, every tourist that visit and snorkeling into the ocean, please consider this again by using mineral sunscreen instead of chemical sunscreen, as it can damage and affect our marine life and marine environments. Next, the chemical sunscreen is not only cause the harmful impact to the ocean, but also causing the impact to the human body. Mineral sunscreen usually safe for sensitive skin, pregnant women, and children, as mineral sunscreen contain less or no harsh chemical at all. Mineral sunscreen is gentle on the skin, and that is the reason why it is suitable for sensitive skin and pregnant mother, and as well as children. Chemicals such as oxybenzone that contain in the chemical sunscreen absorb and penetrate into the body and could be measured in the blood, and many sunscreen ingredients have been detected in the breast milk and urine sample. This can actually cause harmful effects to the human body, such as skin irritation, hormonal disruption, and skin cancer in the long term. Comparing the mineral sunscreen and the chemical sunscreen, the ingredients in the mineral sunscreen are safe for the human body compared to the chemical sunscreen, as the chemical sunscreen absorb and penetrate into the skin. Okay, but the mineral sunscreen only reflect and act as the shield of the skin. Okay. Therefore, in conclusion, we can conclude that chemical sunscreen gives a lot of bad impact, whether to the marine environment or to the human body. And this will eventually causing more damage to the environment if we do not take any action. The usage of mineral sunscreen is the best option in order to save the environment as well as to save our body, as it is contain mineral and also it is gentle to the skin as well as gentle to the environment. Therefore, I hope you guys will change your chemical sunscreen to mineral sunscreen after this to save the environment. So that's all from me. Thank you very much for listening. And I hope you learned something and I hope you change your sunscreen from chemical sunscreen to mineral sunscreen. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you very much and have a good day.